It's Scott from RnG Tactics. What we have here is an unpackaged steady shot. You've got your steady shot, your 550 cord, and of course a sticker. No steady shot is complete without an RnG Tactics sticker. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tutorial on how to install this steady shot on an AR style rifle. For all of you YouTubers out there, this is a cleared rifle. This makes it's much easier done in a vise like this. Of course, I've done them with the rifle laying in my lap, but if you have a gun vise like such, I suggest getting one. They make life easier while working on firearms. And this is just a mag vise. You know, it's a mag put into vise, and then the gun goes right on the mag. It's locked in there, nice and tight. All right, so for those of us out there that like to make things easier on ourselves, there are some tools that are suggested, not required for this. What I have here is a gun cleaning pick, like a dental pick, but bought at Harbor Freight for gun cleaning. They come in a set, and a small screwdriver. Either or works, but I definitely recommend grabbing a tool, something that has a skinny shaft like this, to help you weave this 550 cord over your rifle. So here we go. We're going to start the installing of the RnG Tactics Steady Shot. Okay guys, so what I like to do, of course, is you're going to want to unravel your 550 cord, and your 550 cord on both ends should have they should have been cauterized, and so they're not loose. You should have some tough ends there. So the first step to this, and I hope you can see me, is to take your tool, your shaft. Comments kept to inside your brains, gentlemen and ladies. And what I like to do is I like to insert it and weave it through one end, and then you're going to go up through this end, and then you're going to come down through this end. What you can do sometimes is use your tool to kind of widen the opening to the lacing strap. That way you're able to get that 550 cord going through. Okay. Once you've made it to here, you want to take your laces and you want to even them out. You do that by holding both ends and running your fingers down to make sure that you've got the same amount, or roughly the same amount, of 550 cord on each end of that first lacing. And loosen it up a little bit, and we insert it onto the rifle. Insert it on the rifle, you just open up the big end here, and you'll slide it down to your desired starting position. I put mine usually about right here. And then while holding it with one hand, you grab those laces and tighten them up with the other. So now it's hanging there, just like that. All right, now the lacing begins. For those of us that were in basic training in the military, I was in the Army. My drill instructor taught me to go left over right, or right over left. It doesn't matter which way it goes as long as it's uniform. I always like to go left over right. So take this left one, and again you're going to need to use your tool. Go down into that lacing strap, widen it up a little bit. Take that 550 cord and shove it through. Easier said than done sometimes. Makes it a lot easier. So we got one side lace, so then that was left, and then now we're going to go right over left. So if we did the left one first, and now we're going to do the right one. And you'll get a good look at me doing this one here, because it's on the side of the camera, but take my tool, widen that strap up a little bit. These first two lacing straps are the hardest because they're closer together. Then pull it through, just like that. It always helps to kind of give it a little tug and make it taut. So again, I'm going to start with the left one. We're going to come over. And this one should be a little more easier because that lacing strap's bigger. So the two lacing straps on each end are closer together to keep those ends nice and tight. Everybody likes a tight end. There we go. Left one through. Now we're going to take the right one. Going to put it through, and then tighten it up a little bit. Now when you've got the rails on top, it doesn't matter where they fall as long as it's tight. I mean, some guys are putting them through the grooves there, the numbered grooves, but I don't necessarily do that. I just kind of throw it over and lace it tight. So again, I'm going to start with the left one. All right, left one through. We're going to grab that right one, come over. Grab my tool, pull it through, and tighten it up. All right, left one again. Now we're back to the small loops, the 2 small loops on the end, so it gets a little bit tougher. That's where these tools come in handy, and using a gun vise, of course. There you go, that one's through. Now the right one. There we go, we're through. All right, again, start with the left. We got one more lacing strap to put through. And then I will teach you the square knot for those of you that don't know the square knot. Very simple knot to teach. If you were in Boy Scouts or whatever, that's pretty much the first knot you learned, the square knot. So that was the left. Now we're coming back with the right. All right. So it's very important at this step to make sure all of your, so kind of come back a few laces and tighten it up. Grab that next one, tighten it up. Grab that last one, tighten it up. And if you want to make sure your laces are uniform in spots, you can do that now. If you don't care like I do, you just tighten up that last one. Okay, now a square knot, ladies and gentlemen. This is your left, this is your right. Doesn't matter which way you start, left or right. You just have to be, it has to go back and forth the same way. I always go right over left, then left over right. So I'm gonna start with my right hand, go over the left and through and tighten down. Okay, since we started right over left, now we're gonna go left over right and through and tighten down. That is a square knot. Okay, now you got these goofy ends here that we need to do something with. This is where a skinny picking tool like this comes in handy. I take these ends and I kind of put them through here. Take them down on each side like so until they come all the way to the back position, and then I just pull them tight. Now you can, if you want, you can just leave that like that, or you can wrap it, kind of put it over that last one and back through. It's really up to you, your preference. Or you can just let them hang at the front if you want, if you don't mind having these little things flapping in the wind when you're running from stage to stage or in stage. So same thing on this side. We're going to take this, we're going to pull it down through all the way. That's why I really like this picking tool, because it grabs that 550 cord really good. I think I got these at Harbor Freight. You want one of the best, that's a really good gun cleaning purchase. So, and then I wrap this one over like that one and just put it back under there like so. Come on now. Work with me, Mr. Cord. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so let's get a good look at it here. So this is what it should look like, your top view. And you can see that cord, that long cord, I ran all the way underneath to the back, looped over that last one and back through, and we ended up right there. So you're on there. You are firm, steady, and mounted. So, all right. There you have the proper way to install and mount your steady shot. Steady shooting, ladies and gentlemen, steady shooting.